Welcome, Libra. This is Mystic High Priestess Tarot. These are general collective readings for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you are welcome. This reading will not resonate for all watchers. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. If none of it resonates, there are plenty of other readers out there that may be reading your timeline. Time is fluid. It is all based on the choices and decisions we make each and every day. Next week, you might be on the same timeline that I'm reading. I have cleansed the space, pre-shuffled the cards, and meditated on them. This reading is for August of 2022. However, if you stumble upon it at a later point in time, that is when you were meant to see it. Keep in mind there are scammers out there. If you want a personal reading from me, the information is in the description box below. That is the only way that you will get a reading from me. I do not reach out to you and request, anything for readings. I'm also not on any other platforms. So I'm not on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, none of that stuff. So if someone approaches you from those venues, it is not me. Alright. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. By sharing, sometimes you can share this information with somebody that you feel really needs to hear it. Also, by liking and subscribing, the video then can get out to more people that may actually need to see this as well. On that note, let's get going here. Alright. Three of Pentacles, crossed by the Two of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. In the past, we have Nine of Swords. Overarching energy, we have the Eight of Cups. Near future, we have the Page of Cups. We also have the Star, the Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, and overall Seven of Cups. Overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Very interesting. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at this and then I will clarify. So it does appear that Three of Pentacles, your overarching theme is to work with others, but what is blocking you is the Two of Pentacles. So you've got some juggling going on, and you notice that that is going from the 3 down to the 2. So what's stopping you is going backwards, Libra. Looks like you're having some backwards energy here, stalling you from any forward movement. Below the surface, at the root of the problem, is the Queen of Swords. She is a queen that is very forthright, logical, bring forth the truth. So the truth may have been brought forth to you, and you are taking a step back. In the past, it is because of the Nine of Swords. So something was causing you great anxiety, stress, leading into this situation. What is looming above that you are unaware of is the Eight of Cups. Either you or somebody else walking away from an emotional commitment. In the near future, you have the Page of Cups, so it looks like somebody may be offering an apology, or you will be giving an apology to somebody. In your inner dimension, you have the Star. So something about this is a wish come true, or some forward movement, or something that you're looking forward to. What others see as the Nine of Wands. So they are seeing that you're wounded, that you're hurt, but you're not a quitter. The hopes and fears of the Queen of Wands. So you fear being noticed, or you hope to be noticed in a very positive, forward, passionate light. This does feel like a love reading, in all honesty. And on that note, I just saw the Two of Cups. So that kind of clarifies this is love, or something you're very passionate about. In the overall outcome, which that outcome can happen anywhere from 1 to 4 months, so from now to the end of the year, you are looking at the Seven of Cups. And that is a lot of options. That could be open to you, but it also could be some confusion. We'll find out as we go. Your overarching energy is the Eight of Pentacles, so it's something that you've been working very hard towards. Right now we're going to clarify here the Three of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, and the advice is the Knight of Swords. So, in your current situation, Three of Pentacles, working with others, it looks like you're going within. You're going within, you're studying everything, analyzing it, trying to find your wish come true, which we can see down here. So you are looking for that, and you're not jumping into anything with anybody else until you figure this out from within yourself. And the advice on this is the Knight of Swords. Take the truth, go in swift, move forward with these other people that you need to work with, and put your truth on the line. Tell it like it is. The advice is, don't slow down, keep moving forward. What is stopping you is this Two of Pentacles, some type of juggling. Either you're juggling somebody or somebody is juggling you, and that is causing you to take a step back, which we saw with the Hermit. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, with the advice on that being the Knight of Cups. Alright, so with the Knight of Pentacles, we see you juggling potentially some offers. The offers are slow moving. Nothing's really progressively going forward very fast, so that's allowing you the Hermit energy to settle in. That is going to pause you, because notice your advice is that Knight of Swords. Very quick, fast-paced movement. The advice for your barrier here is the Nine of Cups. So maybe, I guess the best advice would be socialize. That's really what I'm getting from this. Be very social. Let your wish come true, okay? So what's blocking you is that you think you have to juggle these slow-moving offers. Because of this offers being so slow, it could be causing a financial distress. So this could be career related, but it does look like the universe is saying, get out there, socialize. Maybe go to a party or two, to some functions. Don't let this slow-moving energy stop you from your quick movement. So it looks like what they're trying to tell you is you need to move very quickly forward, and you need to start making your wish come true yourself. Not worrying so much about these offers that could potentially be blocking you. At the base, we have the Queen of Swords here. So she is clarified with the Four of Pentacles, and the advice on that being the Empress. So the Queen of Swords, she's a very logical, straightforward type person. She also invites the truth in. And you see what you're doing with that information is you're holding on to everything very tightly, very closely, possibly because maybe you were given some truth in the past that you felt very uneasy with. The advice on this, though, is the Empress. Nurture it. Grow it. Don't, be stuck with it, okay? Instead of being stagnant with the information you have in the root of your soul, give birth to it. So again, we're still going towards our wish come true. Okay, we're making a wish. We're somewhat manifesting it by nurturing it, growing it, and loving it, not being so afraid to let it go. Okay, instead of letting it go, let it grow. So the Empress is going to want it to grow there. Now, what's leading into this was a lot of stress and anxiety from the Nine of Swords. That is clarified by the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, so apparently there was a union here at some point in time, and it was a new creative venture or a new passion. Someone or something that you kind of got yourself lost in, to the point where you were maybe burning the candle at both ends. You were thinking about it nonstop, and it was causing a bit of anxiety. So it was something very passionate, and the universe is basically stating it was a good foundation. You had a great foundation. There's great stability to it. You may have overstressed the situation, but that Emperor has grown into an Empress. So there's a bit of a marriage here. You could be married or in some type of a solid union, but something about the truth bothers you, but you don't really want to come up and state that because you're afraid you might have to let something go. By coming in and kind of being cutthroat and stating your position on the situation. So this Three of Pentacles could actually be somebody that your partner works with. Maybe they're having an affair of some sort, or somebody that you're jealous of, that they work, in a variety of ways. Just something that just, comes to mind based on Spirit presenting it is, even if, you have children and there's somebody, your spouse is dealing with somebody else through the school system, another parent, and there's like a co-parenting kind of thing where they're communicating a lot and you're, a little jealous about it. You want the truth. You're going to go in and you're going to get it. You're going to give your truth about the situation. So, if you think something's going on there, you're going to come in and maybe you're going to start talking to that other parent. And that will then, ease your stress of thinking, oh, they're having an affair, oh, they're getting too close. Things like that can easily happen in very, small situations. And it may not even actually be the truth. It's sometimes we create our own truths, which aren't the actual truth. Now, what's looming above is the Eight of Cups. That is leaving an emotional commitment or investment. And we have the Six of Swords with the King of Cups as the advice on that. So these are both leaving cards. These are both walking away. So we're looking at the Eight of Cups, releasing the emotional investment that you have in the situation and taking your swords and moving on to smoother water, something that is a little less complicated and not causing you as much stress. But the advice from Spirit is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is an emotionally sound person, all right? And he's got his cup to offer. He's not going to get over-invested in anything, but he's going to be emotionally sound. So it is okay for you to invest in this. Just keep your wits about you. Keep your emotions sound and stable, and don't, become a wildfire due to some situations where you might be overanalyzing something. In the near future, we have the Page of Cups. This would be some type of either an apology or a fishy offer. We have another page, Page of Pentacles, and the advice is the Five of Cups. So we're seeing two youthful energies, two new things being presented. One, possibly a love offer that could be a little sketchy, maybe not, exactly what you were expecting, or an apology because of some newfound information. So it looks like you are going to be finding something out based on, I believe, an apology. This is going to cause you to feel very sullen and sorrowful and lost in the situation. Keep in mind, your relationship is still intact. You are being saddened by all this information coming to you, okay? So some of this is emotional information. Some of this is new things that you're learning. Keep in mind, what this feels like is gossip that is trying to tear you apart so that you're not facing your union anymore. Instead, you're just facing all of this loss. So really what the advice is there in the near future is to don't focus so much on what you think you're losing with this, based on this new information that you're being given. Even if your significant other comes and says, I'm sorry, I was messing around with, somebody. Don't think all is lost, okay? There is something special to what you have, and I believe it can be rebuilt through this form of honesty that's going to be coming towards you. If this is gossip coming towards you and not your significant other, just remember, gossip is rumors. It doesn't make it truth, okay? So you want to dig and find out the truth, something besides a page. That's all. A page is youthful, energy that's not matured. Okay, it's not fully matured yet. It's not a knight. It's not a king or queen. It's basic stuff. So don't over invest in immature things. Okay, don't necessarily fall into all that loss. It is going to cause some change, but it doesn't mean all is lost. In your soul, there is the star. So whoever you're with, it tells me you think is your wish come true. And yep, you are stuck in a mental trap. This is, in your mind, a wish come true. This person, this job, this, whatever it is, project that you're focused on, you think this is just your everything, and you're stuck and you're trapped to it because you don't think there's anything better out there. Okay? So in yourself, you're causing yourself mental anguish that you can free yourself from. The advice is take your passion and explode it on the screen. Get it out there. In some cases, if you're single, this is a hit it and quit it. This is a one-night stand type person. And it's okay to do that right now. If you think everything is falling apart, or you're single and you don't want to be tied to something, that could easily also be what this is, that you're feeling like you don't want to be confined to something. Your wish is to just go out there and spread your passion, have a great time. You're entitled to do that, okay? However, if you're in a relationship that is feeling binding and constricting, basically this is stating take your energy, take your passion, and invest it in something. And it could be in your relationship rather than being in this mental confinement. I've often seen people do this with relationships where if you think your spouse is cheating or your significant other is cheating, you will reignite the passion. So come riding in, on your wild stallion and, reignite what was once there. A lot of times it is sexual. So maybe, relight the fire that you once had and see what happens. But that's within your inner psyche. What everybody else sees is somebody who's wounded. So throughout the course of this, I do believe there's going to be a lot of gossip where people are going to think that you're like a wounded warrior. And yeah, 2 9s there with the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Wands, which is our wounded warrior, but she's not quitting. Okay, now don't get stuck with gender here. We're all male and female energies combined. It's finding that healthy balance between the two in each of us. And then we also see the Nine of Pentacles. So what everyone else is saying is she's wounded, she's hurt, she's not giving up, she is successfully single. So she will be successful if she's single. And so outside people are seeing that this is some type of a breakdown. So there again, I really feel an affair vibe, somebody cheating on somebody type vibe here. And then there's the Queen of Pentacles. You have keep being giving, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean material or financial giving necessarily, but it appears that no matter what happens here, people see you as an extremely successful single individual, which means you still have a lot to offer, is what the universe is saying with that Queen of Pentacles. And the advice is to continue investing and offering of yourself. Don't let this situation get the best of you and pull you down into this total 5 of Cups of despair that you're, could potentially be feeling based on all the information you're going to be given. The hopes and fears is the Queen of Wands. How will you actually be seen? Ooh, a strength. That's great. The advice being the 3 of Swords. So in the hopes and fears, the Queen of Wands is somebody who is highly noticed. Everybody wants her. Very seductive. And with that comes strength. Taming the lion. Okay, so people are going to see this strength, this value you have as being an extremely strong individual. And that is in your hopes and your fears. You know, what if you don't have the strength to get through it? The advice is take the broken heart, okay? It's okay to let your heart break. And from that, you'll find healing. But until you face the broken heart, until, you know, it's not necessarily facing defeat. It's okay to, you know, you can see it as completely broken and defeated and be stuck in sorrow, or you can find that strength and you can move on to healing. But until you face the break, you can't heal. So basically what they're saying is face the broken heart that could potentially be coming, so that either you can heal with them or you can heal without them. But no healing can take place until you face that. And then there's options here, and we're back to working with other people. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So Libra, it seemed like everything was all lost. Like there's going to be all this suffering and healing and hard work. And oh my gosh, I mean, this did seem very down. But with the outcome, I was very hopeful because you're going to have lots of options. Maybe a little confusion, not knowing which road you really want to travel, but you're going to work with others. Just like in this overarching, or not overarching energy, in your base energy, working with others. It's going to all come back around, even with this conflict, you know, of Two of Pentacles, the juggling, stopping this. You're going to have lots of options. Possibly, you know, this could also be for career. If you're being let go, this is like, go ahead and get let go. Why? Because you're going to find something much more passionate that is meant for you. So if you are in this situation, and this is love, better love is coming. This is the universe basically stating, we've got your Two of Cups right here. And that's why the outcome, the short-term outcome, is don't be focused on this loss. This is sitting here waiting for you, and there it is. There's your Two of Cups. And that's what the universe is going to bring in, as long as you allow this heart to break. Okay? It's going to take a lot of strength, but you will be noticed for it. You're going to be successfully single. This is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of times, Libra, we have to go through these moments where, like here, you thought this was your wish come true. This has to be your partner. This has to be your soulmate. This has to be your twin flame. It's not, Libra. It's just not. I can see, you know, the conflict and the pain and the rumors and the gossip and you know, you being confronted with the truth, which is going to be extremely painful. But you got the biggest blessing in the world coming to you after you go through all of this. And a lot of times we have to go through this to actually get a great reward. Now, your overarching energy is the Eight of Pentacles, clarifying that the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups again, which we see here hovering. So, your Eight of Pentacles is put hard work in. This is going to be hard work in loving yourself, in appreciating yourself. And how are you going to get there? Through the Seven of Pentacles, of course. You grow. So it starts with planting some seeds. Now, a lot of times in this particular situation, planting those seeds is words of affirmation to yourself, not expecting to get that from other people. You need to give that to yourself, and you plant those seeds, and eventually your mind will begin to believe them. Okay, you're going to manifest within yourself a better self. When you can do that and become a better self, then the universe says you'll be strong enough to turn your back on this situation and walk away from the emotional investment that you've put in, especially if this is what you considered a dream come true. If this was your dream come true, in your mind, which is where the mental conflict is coming from, you know, you're going to have a very hard time, you know, walking away from it and going up a mountain. But if you put in the work with planting the seeds of positive affirmation within yourself to grow yourself, you will get there. You'll be able to do this, and that is what is looming over you here. And the universe is saying, yep, you need to take what you've got left, your 6 swords here, and move on to smoother waters. Get away. Because there is great love here waiting to be given to you. The King of Cups. I truly think this King of Cups is actually your partner here. So in order to get to him, and he's got ton of love to give. It's probably a water sign. Now, Libra, you're an air sign, so you would most likely be looking at a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Looking at the cards, I'm not really feeling a connection with any one of those three signs, so it really could be any type of water sign. But it doesn't have to be a water sign. It can definitely be somebody who carries water with them, or it could be their rising sign. For example, like my rising is a Scorpio. So here you have the Knight of Wands coming in. This could be somebody coming in very passionately towards you. Now, Libra, keep in mind, you could be doing this to somebody else. Okay, so this outcome here could be you breaking somebody's heart. You could be the one starting all these gossips, the gossip and the rumors, and saying, I'm sorry to somebody as well. So keep in mind, this doesn't necessarily have to be happening to you. You could be doing this to somebody else. But regardless, if it is you doing it to somebody else, it is what was meant to be. You weren't meant to be with that person, unfortunately. And you'll know if this situation fits you. This isn't going to be for everybody, not for every Libra. But there is, like I said, with this Knight of Wands, this is a fire sign. So this could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Most likely an Aries, because you also have this Emperor back here coming in, which is an Aries as well. So this most likely could be, watch out for a fire sign. Strength is a Leo. Watch out for a fire sign that may have a rising or a moon water sign. For example, like I'm a Leo sun, but I have Scorpio rising. So I, for example, would be a fire sign with prominent water in my chart. So that's how you're going to find that type of person. And honestly, this probably would be a Leo or an Aries, are the two that jump out at me. And I would watch for water in their chart. Some oracle cards here. So we have healing heart, healing from a heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. So yeah, this right here, crossing this barrier here with the Two of Pentacles. What are you, juggling? And you've got this slow moving offer here, most likely from an earth sign. So if you are with an earth sign, that is very prominent that that's the person you need to get away from. It could be toxicity that is slowing them down. Maybe you're hoping to get engaged or get more commitment from this person. They're just not giving it. And it could be because some kind of an addiction. But healing heart, that's why we see that right there. Because of healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, just like I said. So yeah, you're going to have your choices coming up here. The cards never lie. They're great. You also have Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth. Yep, you're going to grow from this, just like the card said. And the last one, the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So more growth. This is all happening so you can grow within. Whether you're doing this to somebody else or they're doing it to you, this is completely destined. This is like fate and destiny playing out. I'm also going to grab a card here from Archangel Michael and see what he has to say about the situation. You and your loved ones are safe. The prayer says, Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. And that couldn't fit more perfectly with this. So, if you think that there's any type of endangerment or, that things aren't going to work out if you have to split from somebody, they will. This is the healthy road you have to take. I don't like recommending that people break up, things like that. In this case, it does look like in order to get this Two of Cups, this destiny fulfilled, you are going to have to move on to somebody else. Either the relationship you're in is not fulfilling you, and I'm sorry, all of a sudden, I've got stuff in my throat, and I can't talk, and I feel like I'm losing my voice, so there is some type of spirit out there that does not want me to give you this message, and they're doing the best they can, but my guides are like, oh, back off. So So we're getting it out. There is something else destined for you. Do not be afraid, even though you're in this trap where am I going to break somebody's heart or is somebody breaking my heart. It's okay to let your heart feel broken so you can heal and you can rise like the phoenix, okay? Regardless, you and everybody you love is safe and protected. So this isn't going to be some massive overall damage. That's what I have for you, Libra. Now, if any of this resonated with you and you need a little more clarity on it, feel free to comment below and I'll do the best I can to, do some cards and clarify that for you as an individual, if at all possible. Also, if you think that there's somebody that needs to hear this message, go ahead and share it with them. If you like and subscribe, that does help the people who need to hear this actually get access to it and see it. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, love and light. Good luck.